On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. McCarthy off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass going to turn into a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, McCarthy. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. 23 yards the pickup there. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To the air again, McCarthy. Dancing to his left. Oh, he stays up. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a give. Akers running left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is indeed good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never get those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Gun.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow will throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. Mighty. 11 mighty.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now Burrow. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The Bengals had 8-5 to start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
12.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Thomas.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the 1st snap.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
I'm one, ready? Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11.
An inside give, Brown. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here.
On one, ready?
As they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard.
Here we go.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Here's Burrow. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
12. Gun. Shot.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And this pass broken up. Now the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Burrow looking to pass. That's taken in by Higgins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. Shot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And it's caught. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Brown is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
12, 12, 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Shot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andre Yoshibas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw, as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Ready up.
To the air with McCarthy. Flush to his right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about, trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shoveling it off, ends up going for negative play.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Third down, here's Abanikanda.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will
toward the sideline, intercepted. Down the sideline it goes.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. And his kick is good, and they have regained the lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11,
So
11,
now, Charles,
11.
this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From the 45 on second down. Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Gun. 12, 12, 12.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just
11
saw.
mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate.
Back to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
T. Higgins.
29 yards.
And the Bengals have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 5.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here's McCarthy. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this one is right through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because
here we go.
If you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads and start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack
here we go.
as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's get set. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11. Dot.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Gun. Dot. Dot.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
3rd and 2.
11, 11, 11. 11
And
MT,
Burrow
11
going to
MT.
change the play.
Dot.
Back to throw again. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Shot.
Burrow going for it on fourth. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on fourth down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the fourth quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
So after the conversion
12,
on
12,
fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
11, 11, 11. Shot.
Handing it off to Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go. Shot.
Now it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Cowboy 80. Warrior 70.
Looking to throw McCarthy. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 41 yards. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
On 1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12.
Now it's Burrow. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here comes second down.
Here we go. Shot.
Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
Hey, we
what can they come up with here?
Gotta keep scoring.
It's
11,
3rd
11.
and 7.
Shot.
Burrow. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Here we go. Here we go. 12, 12, 12. God.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now. Come back to you. Hey, check that.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Viking 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll go again here with Akers. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Minnesota, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.